Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of my Respawnables series where I'll be trying to get multiplayer kills with every single weapon in the game. In the first part we started off playing with the rookie machine gun and ended up all the way up to the missile launcher. And in this video we're going to start off by playing with the winter ghost rifle. So without further ado, let's jump straight into a match. I do want to make a quick correction from last part where I incorrectly mentioned that I was disappointed with the fact that Digital Legends had removed the game from the Play Store and App Store on December 21st, 2021 because they had said that this was going to happen on the 22nd of December 2021, so one day later. But this is actually not true. The game was removed from the Play Store and App Store on the 21st of December 2021, but there was never any mention of this that this was going to happen one day later on the 22nd. I just incorrectly thought so. And I'm, incorrectly said that I was disappointed with that. But Digital Legends did not lie about that whatsoever. So I want to clear that up. It is disappointing because I was actually planning to download the game on a couple more devices on the 22nd of December. But it was already removed from the store, so I had no way to do that anymore. Luckily, I do still have the game on 3 separate devices, so that's at least a comfort. But anyway, I'm back. I know it has been a while since I last uploaded a new video, but I'm hoping to upload a bit more frequently now. We'll just have to see how things play out. But anyway, this is the Winter Ghost Rifle. I've already showed you the scope. It is the same scope as the Scoped Assault Rifle, by the way. I don't actually think I got a kill with this gun, although I did get pretty close on a number of occasions. But you'll see I'll switch here to the dual pistols pretty soon. Of course, this series is called Trying to Get Multiplayer Kills with Every Single Weapon in Respawnables, and the emphasis is definitely on trying. There are some weapons where I'll just not get a kill with, and that's, unfortunate, but the weapon just blows. And a lot of these people in multiplayer really don't care about using balanced equipment whatsoever. They're going to be using the most overpowered weapons and gadgets they have in their inventory, which is fine, if you want to play that way. I personally prefer to use something a little bit more balanced. Now look at that guy. That guy's using the dual freedom revolvers, and with the setup he's got, he could actually kill me in just 2 hits. Maybe even just 1, I'm not sure. But I have to shoot him so many times to kill him, and I still managed to kill him. So that guy just absolutely sucks. Actually forgot to switch weapons here, so we're going to stick with the dual pistols for a little bit longer. But I am also happy to see that the game is still accessible offline. That was a little bit of a concern of mine, where, I thought maybe the game will just totally be unplayable now, but no, you can still play the missions. But I do wish that the bots and missions would have gone back to their original looks, their original outfits from a few years ago. They've been wearing their Blackbird outfits for a while now, and it just doesn't look as good to me. A couple of the bots actually look identical to one another, which didn't used to be the case. They were very distinguishable from one another, but maybe it's just me being nostalgic for their original looks. But that's really not that big of a deal whatsoever. What does annoy me quite a bit more, though, is the insane amount of time that it now takes to get into the game. Like, I don't know if this is for everybody or what they even did to make this happen, but it takes an enormous amount of time to start playing the game and to, get into, like, a missions match. This kind of reminds me of old Respawnables, like 2015, maybe even 2014, where, the loading times, at least for me, were pretty much just as long, and they're excruciating. Like, they're really, really bad. And I was very happy when they actually fixed that, again, ages ago. But now they have returned these awful loading times, which I'm sad about because, Respawnables used to always be kind of, boot up the game kind of quickly and get into a match in just a couple of minutes max. But now, like, the loading time to get into the game itself takes like 3 or 4 minutes. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I do hope that you saw that I got a kill with the grenade launcher there. I got it off screen, but I did still manage to get a kill with it. And now we're on to the tri-barrel plasma rifle. I did not have an equip animation for this one. Did not record that, but it doesn't really matter. And this weapon is not the best. It's kind of comparable to the missile launcher. In my opinion, both weapons have 4 shots. You know, they have blast radius. I think they have the same damage as well. But this gun shoots slower, and yeah, it's just not as good as the missile launcher. Well, actually, I think the reload is a little faster, and you can move around faster, so I guess that kind of compromises it. You know, this is a little bit more of a run and gun, whereas the missile launcher is more of a camping weapon, in my opinion anyway. I do love how shiny this gun is, by the way. But anyway, do manage to get a few kills with it, but I managed to die there. Now we're on to the guitar machine gun, which I think I did reasonable with. Again, a lot of these early weapons are not the best. I mean, some of them are actually pretty decent and balanced, but still they suck compared to, you know, stuff like this, the incursion ram. And a lot of these guys are using super overpowered gear, as we've already discussed. Still managed to get a kill there onto that guy, and also the guy with the fire spitter just now, but he was standing still, of course. And the previous match, I also managed to get a couple kills on guys who were just standing still, but anything counts, you know. It's, again, just me trying to get kills, and then moving on to the next weapon pretty much immediately. But as you can see with the guitar machine gun, we're actually doing alright, you know. I mean, this weapon definitely is not the worst gun in the game, but to say that it is that good is definitely not true. I would actually say that Revolver is a much better gun than that one, which, you know, we're coming up on the Revolver pretty soon. And of course the Revolver costs cash, and the guitar machine gun costs a ton of gold. Now obviously with the last update they made everything cost only just 1 cash, which I thought was pretty cool of them to do that. However, they did not allow you to purchase like everything, so there are still skins and outfits that I don't have. One thing that I was also pretty sad about is the jerseys that they did not return for like the soccer season and stuff like that. I was pretty disappointed with that. And again, I really just would have liked Respawnables to go on for like 10 years. But, you know, 9 years is still a pretty decent age. So now we're on to the Revolver here. Probably my favorite weapon in the game. Also, the Noisy Cricket that I just played with is also a weapon that I do love a lot. You know, the history with the Noisy Cricket is very interesting. And I wish that I had that weapon when it was awesome, because, you know, you might know that that weapon was nerfed to death pretty much, you know, again, ages ago. It was the 2015 Easter holiday update where they nerfed the Noisy Cricket, which, you know, pretty much nobody used it after that, and before that everybody used it pretty much, because it was the most overpowered weapon in the game. But it does not compare to many of the weapons that we now have in the game. And this guy's just invincible, so I'm just wasting my time shooting at him. And yeah, we get this guy in the back. I actually did a pretty decent job with this gun right here, the Elite Assault Rifle. And this has got to be one of my first times that I've played with this gun. I've always kind of wanted to have this weapon, and I'm happy that I now have the chance to play with it. But, you know, this footage might be a little bit newbie because, again, I haven't been able to practice with this gun whatsoever. Although we do manage to get, again, I think maybe like 3 or 4 kills with it. I mean, that's pretty good. This weapon is, in my opinion, better than the guitar machine gun, but it still is not that great. I would still rather play with Revolver. And here we have the Proton Gun equipped, and we have one of those end-of-match glitches where you can still move around. I always enjoy those. I don't actually think that I got a kill with the Proton Gun. I actually got pretty frustrated this match by the enemies. Almost managed to kill this guy, but he puts up his little shield and starts healing himself, and that's the end of that. Yeah, I don't think I got a kill with the Proton Gun. Also not with the Proton Gun Gen.3, which is the next weapon that's coming up. So again, it's trying to get kills with every single weapon in the game, but you know, sometimes trying just isn't enough, so yeah. You know, I'm not gonna get kills for every single one of these guns. As you can see there, it just gets shot in the back by the Paw, which is probably one of the most overpowered weapons in the game, if not the most overpowered weapon in the game of all time. That weapon is insane. Very annoying, but, you know, I'm trying to strafe and do some maneuvers, but there's just no chance, you know. They're using medikits or bubble, so it's pretty much impossible to kill them. They're using zombie bull, probably, or some armor that gives them massive amounts of protection, so even if I get them down, like, to an insane amount of low health, they will still be able to regenerate all of that So I actually rage quit that match, and this is actually a different match. Same map, but just a different group of players. And this is actually in Team Verse now, and we're using the anti-material sniper. So yeah, I do manage to get a kill with this gun right here. One thing that annoys me with the anti-material sniper is that you can no longer get headshots with this gun, and it's not the only sniper where you can no longer get headshots with the when scoped in. They did this again years ago. They changed the scope mechanics and auto aim mechanics to where when you're scoped in, you can no longer aim for the head with certain weapons. There we have a little migrating host glitch, and now we have the Howitzer, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've always thought that that was a ridiculously stupid change. There we get this guy around the corner there. Pretty nice using that splash damage. But you know, there are so many things that players complain about that just never got fixed whatsoever, which is sad. I'm sure if the developers actually put some time into fixing these issues, that the game would still be alive today. But you know, it is what it is. Just, again, missed opportunities, because this game had so much potential, but the developers just didn't live up to that whatsoever, which is very, very sad in my opinion, because this game is so unique. The gameplay, the art style, I just love it. It's something that I don't think we'll ever get again, which I'm sad about. Now, I actually have heard that some people are trying to remake the game, which I'm actually very excited about, and I suggest that for any of you who are still interested in this game, you check that out, because I'm definitely eager to see what's gonna happen in the near future with that. Again, we'll just have to see and hope for the best in that regard. But yeah, we are now 6 months after the shutdown, and I still do play the game from time to time in missions. Again, not as much as I used to because of the amount of time that it takes to actually boot up the game. I actually wonder how many of you guys are still playing the game. Like, how many times have you gone back and booted up the game and, you know, played a little bit of missions? Because to me, it's still pretty damn fun. But yeah, I'm curious, do you still have the game on your device? Like, let me know in the comments. So we have about 30 seconds left in this match, and we're still playing with the Chemrail. We've already killed a person with it. And actually, this is the guy who we killed, so let's see if we can kill him again. But he kills us with the last shot of the dual blunderbuss, because of course he does. So now it's time to get some revenge with the double barrel shotgun. And watch this, let's just pop in and pop out. And there we go, we got revenge on Pokey 2007. I actually think some of these players are also in other recordings that I've got. So you might see this guy in the next video as well. But there we go, we ended the match with the double barrel shotgun. Now we're on to the siege cannon, finally a different map also. And I also didn't have a equip animation for this weapon, but again, that's not really that big of a deal, and might happen in the future with other weapons as well. Now this guy right here is just literally invincible. Like, I shoot him and it doesn't register. It's like he has an infinite immunity shield, which is always great. That glitch has not been fixed, you know, even in the last update, and it has been a glitch that has been very, very prominent in the game for a while now. But I guess that's one positive element, you know, of not being able to play multiplayer again, is never having to see those guys again. But yeah, I do think I got a kill with the siege cannon eventually here, but this guy is not gonna be the one. I'm actually gonna try to ignore that guy because there's no point in fighting him. I think I'm actually gonna get the kill right here. Takes a little bit of time, and the siege cannon does have like some recoil, so it's a little bit harder to aim. But maybe that guy also had some extra protection. I'm not sure. That killed a little bit slow for the siege cannon from what I remember the kill rate being of this weapon. Of course, all this footage is from when the game, when multiplayer was still, you know, available. So yeah, we do manage to get the kill there with the siege cannon. But then we got killed with the dark matter gun, so I guess this guy really just likes purple weapons for some reason. Now we're on to the plasma punch. Got a nice kill right there. I actually think I killed that guy twice here. This guy again, invincible, as you can see there with that hit marker with the, you know, sign above it. But we are gonna kill this guy right here once again. I think he swapped to the what is that called? Triple barrel pistol, I think. Now we're on to the scoped rocket launcher. Again, these weapons that we're playing with are still pretty newbie. Like, this weapon is not that great. I actually forgot to show you the scope for this weapon, but it's, you know, it has the green scope design similar to the Hunter handgun or the automatic grenade launcher. And the zoom and magnification level is level 2, so it's the same as like the scoped assault rifle and the Winter Ghost rifle, for example. But yeah, we do manage to get a kill with that gun. Now we're on to the dual rookies. And yeah, this guy's definitely using some special armor to give himself more protection, because the dual rookies definitely kill faster than what was shown there. And this is actually going to be the last weapon for this video. Next part, we'll start off using the dual grenade pistols. But anyway, thank you so much for watching part 2 of me trying to get multiplayer kills with every weapon in Respawnables. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your feedback down in the comments below. I'll be sure to take a look at it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.